This video discusses the Como Conservation District, or CD overlay, focusing on what it is, what it changes, and what key elements are missing. This is about rules, enforcement, and protections for residents, prepared by Keep Lake Como Beautiful. A conservation district, or CD, is a zoning overlay that adds extra rules to a defined boundary on top of existing base zoning. It can change rules for exterior work, additions, demolition, and new builds. The key question is whether the CD is implemented with clear triggers and resident protections, or as a guideline without guardrails. The overlay standards apply if your address is inside the proposed district boundary for certain exterior projects. You should confirm your address using the official boundary map and ask for a plain language summary of what changes and how approvals are documented. Review is triggered by new construction, additions, demolition, and major exterior work. This includes changes to the footprint, street-facing look, or lot pattern. Triggers should be simple and listed clearly on a final checklist for residents. The draft CD is intended to preserve neighborhood character, ensure compatibility of new work, and support stability. However, achieving true protection requires a clear process with defined triggers, checklists, and guardrails on discretion, not just design language. The draft includes requirements like rear-focused additions and height caps, limitations on driveway width in certain architectural styles, and projects that remain optional or unchanged. Ask for a simple one-page handout summarizing all the rules for clarity. Administrative flexibility, like the ability for staff to allow a 20% adjustment, can become a loophole without clear guardrails. We are asking for objective criteria, written findings for approvals, public posting of decisions, and clear appeal steps to ensure consistent enforcement. The checklist and decision flow are missing tools that are vital for consistent review. Without a checklist, outcomes depend on interpretation, not a consistent standard. Residents need to see in writing the triggers, submittal requirements, review criteria, and appeal process. Restrictions on materials and compatibility must be evidence-based, not based on taste. This requires a neighborhood baseline survey, clear rationale for restrictions, and consideration of affordability impacts. Standards must be measurable to avoid unintentionally accelerating displacement. If the overlay adds cost, residents need support alongside the standards. Resident protections should include tax relief education, home repair pathways, and clear grandfathering guidance. Transparency signals like a public decision log and a simple help desk are also necessary. We recommend supporting the overlay with edits or requesting a continuance. The 5 necessary edits include publishing the review checklist, adding guardrails for discretion, creating a one-page explainer, adding resident protections, and publishing engagement counts and future outreach plans. Residents can take action by checking their address, submitting a comment asking for the necessary documents and protections, and showing up to ask measurable questions about the process, decision makers, and resident support.